Hi everyone, Rayman from Artemis coming at you with a war recap for war number 46 versus Canada. It's a close war, came down to the last few minutes. All the attacks were used on both sides. Uh, they two-starred all of our bases and three-starred a decent number of them. We were a little bit had a little bit of a mismatch. They had two town hall 10s. We weren't even going to attack them. This guy tried to go wipe at the end. Maybe he was attacking for loot. Uh, Either way, he left the clan before we could kick him. Not cool, but what are you gonna do? We had a little bit of trouble cleaning up the town hall 9s. We had several that were just one starred. I was actually trying to hit 11 towards the end, and my connection dropped right after starting the lure. Pretty terrible. It came down to 3 stars again, though. We had 29, they had 21. They just couldn't quite catch back up. Alright, so let's get to some attacks. Start off with Life attacking number 30 with a Dragaloon. Alright, he brings a Zap for the spread 80s. He gets his funnel nice and wide. This dragon went that way, so he dropped another one on the side. His drags start getting targeted by the ADs, so he goes ahead and drops his loons. When you zap an AD, generally helps to get the loons down earlier. They don't actually get to target the ADs, but they do go around and take out some point defense. At this point, all the ADs are down. He's got a bunch of dragons up. His loons haven't been touched yet. One thing I want to point out that I really like seeing is on the back end, he's about to drop his king over here on the bottom left side. And it's not going to tank immediately, but it does tank the last couple point defenses at the end, which is really good. A lot of times you get towards the end of these Dragon Moon attacks, and your dragons are getting a little low on health, and Archer Towers can really, really hurt you there. All right, so this Archer Tower is locked on, and this Tesla is about to lock on to the BK. So now these dragons aren't getting hit by anything but this Wizard Tower, and the Wizard Tower is not going to do much damage to the dragon. Still tanking, and the dragons don't start getting hit by the Tesla till right at the end. Great job, Life. All right, next attack I have for you guys is Lovesit attacking number 25 with Hogs. Notice his big open space in the middle. We suspected that there were some giant bombs right here, so we were trying to trigger them. That's why she's sending Hogs from each side. It's a good idea, it didn't quite work, but now you don't even have to worry about this right here. Especially when she brings the lure down here, kills the CC in the south, and then releases Hogs from here. They're just gonna go in and then go around the outside. Gets the dragons out. You want your troops to target the CC before it targets buildings. So you generally want to get them outside of any buildings when you're just doing the CC kill. Alright, so the CC's down. These buildings are about to go down, and all these skeletons are about to run up right to the middle, and they're going to trigger these giant bombs. These hogs aren't even going to get touched by it. Real patient with the heals. Going to heal right around here on both sides. Maybe could have moved it a little further up, but covers a good portion of the hogs. There's a lot of stuff in the middle, but the stuff in the middle can't really hurt our hogs. So there's no reason to really heal there, except skeletons going ham. And all these troops for the kill squad are just down here doing work, not even getting touched because of how the hogs were sent in. And right here, the last hog's about to go down. These skeletons and 3-point defense, 4-point defense were just too much for our last few hogs to take care of. But right now, all of her kill squad is still alive. She sends her BK in at the top. It's a great idea. Take out some of the last defenses and doesn't quite get to this archer tower up here, but it doesn't matter. As long as it tanks a little bit longer, keep those wizards alive long enough to get to it. And right here, this wizard's about to... No, never mind. It goes the wrong way. Now the archer tower is about to go down. A couple wizards get on it. Take it down, no problem. Not much left of this base. Just a couple more buildings up here. Game over. Good job. Left it. Next attack after you guys is Cooper on number 20 with Hogs again. Alright, notice this hole in the base. He uses a couple loons right here. Take out anything over here that could cause a problem. Takes out a Tesla and a cannon with splash damage before he even starts the rest of his attack. Sends in a hog to get the lure. Sends in a couple more just to make sure. It's a good idea. A couple extra troops came out. Now he's going to bring them down south. Zoom a little bit. And he's using archers to bunch them up. It's a great idea. Doesn't spend too long on it, but he gets them nice and bunched up. Drops some bars for distraction, then some wizards. Normally I would recommend dropping the clan castle first so you don't lose any of your wizards. The skeletons will get out in front and tank for you. That's the point of bringing the witches. Since the hog's in, he knows his cannon is going to be taken care of. Hogs aren't even going to go there, and uses his heals to cover a large portion of defenses. It's a great placement of heals here. Loses a lot of hogs to spring traps. Another great use of heals. And then towards the end, he's got two areas that he might want to heal. And he just happens to pick this one, which is a good thing because there's no saving these hogs over here. He had enough different groups. He was fine. But that double giant bomb didn't hurt him because he's able to trip it one hog at a time. And that's the one he chose to heal. A little bit of luck thrown in there. But otherwise, great attack. Got a few hogs left. His kill squad is still alive because of how he dropped his hogs. His base is going down really fast. Last few hogs are going to come over and help out with the town hall. And one more building and it's over. Alright, next attack I have for you guys is David on 19 doing a Shattered Goho. We don't usually see a lot of Shattered Gohos. Usually just Cold Blood for the queen. Sends in a golem here and here. Notice this base is wide open. Got nice big funnels for it. But what that does is lets the golems get inside and tank for all of these defenses. He just sends them in, lures the CC with the golem, sends his kill squad in behind it, takes care of the queen and the CC at the same time. Then sends in hogs from each side towards the top. Nice heal here, covering a lot of defenses, affecting his hogs with all these Teslas and the Expos on them while they're standing here. Expos take a while to go down. It's really a good idea if you can have a heal on them while they're in that area. If there's a lot of defenses that are going to be hitting them. Expo's not going to really do a lot of damage to your hogs, especially if they're lower level. But if there's all these other defenses while they're hanging on the Expo, it's a great idea to have a heal ready for them there. Last defense goes down. His hogs were near full health, so that giant bomb didn't really hurt him. Now it's just about cleanup. Town hall's already down. His skill squad already took care of it. Go ahead and fast forward. Really like seeing all these skill squads survive so long. Alright, next attack after you guys. It's going to be a little higher up. This is the base I hit first. I actually didn't get the 3-star. If you look down here, it's the obvious only place for a double giant bomb. So my idea was to send hogs in to lure. There's going to be a Tesla that pops down here, which threw me off a little bit. I did manage to get this archer tower taken out. I did get the lure, but I wasn't able to trip a giant bomb. Notice up here, this queen is right here. I thought that I could get her to jump out, and I was right. But she killed the skeleton that she jumped out for and then jumped right back in, and I wasn't able to get to her and had to send the hogs in without. What Poppy did was he brought a golem in the CC to tank the queen and draw her out and then keep her outside the walls. Because when she jumps out to target the golem, she's going to stay sitting there hitting him until she has to move to catch up to him. And I think that's part of what made the difference in the raid. And I think his heals were slightly better than mine. He starts off getting the lure similar way. He brings a giant to tank because he's got 3-point defense on it, and his 3 hogs going in. They still don't get the giant bombs or kill both of those defenses, but it doesn't matter in the end. You'll see. Uses archers to bunch them up, just back and forth. Gets a nice much shot, a couple barbs, distract, 2 witches, 2 wizards, and then drops his golem. The queen doesn't jump out, but she's just a sitting duck for all this kill squad coming in here with nowhere else to go. And then he sends in his hogs from the side of his kill squad, protecting them. He's got heals here, covering these spots where he already knows where the giant bombs are. 1 more heal down here and down here. Now there's 2 more down here, but his hogs get there at different times. Trigger 1, and then the other, and then they jump away from it. He has a lot of hogs left at the end. Going fast forward. Alright, last attack I have for you guys is Bolithan. Doing a Cold Blood Goho on number 5. Starts off on this side getting the lure. Sends a couple giants in, 1 at a time. That way they're not as affected by splash damage. Once the lure is done, he drops his archer down here. Nice little anchor point. Fit it up to get the troops down here faster. Drop some barbs and witches behind him. Archer queen. And he drops this wizard to make sure he gets the funnel created. Since it's golem in, not too worried about the rest of the CC troops. Now, anything he drops right here, the only place they have to go is in. His wall breakers get taken out by the loon. Could have waited a little bit longer and would have been a little bit better off. But he knows he wants his jump spell right here so he can get his troops all the way inside to take out a big portion of the base. So he's patient and he waits for the wall to get broken down. Then he drops his jump. He really wants to get to this queen. You can't trust her to go ahead and jump all the way out. She does, but doesn't matter. Now his kill squad is going in, is taking out a large portion of the base, and he sends his hogs in on the top right on either side. This heal probably could have been a little bit better. The hogs didn't end up going that way. But this heal right in the middle is great. So many point defenses right there targeting his hogs, and all of them run into it. He still has troops going around this side of the base. There's not much left over here. So once these defenses in the core go down, it's not going to be much left for his hogs to take care of. Right there, they jump on the king, take him out, and then it's just game over. I want to say good job to everyone who missed. Came down real close, right at the end. I guess right here, he knew that they couldn't come back and win. We had 2 stars on them. They only had 1 attack left. Still not happy with this guy, but pulled out in the end. It was a nail-biter finish. Our current war that we have against Space City Starks is going to be interesting. We're a little bit mismatched. They have a lot of rush bases, but that's 7 Town Hall 10s at the top, and then some more rush Town Hall 10s. At least a couple more. They have Town Hall 9s down to 23, and we just go down to 18. And then they've got, I think, 4 Town Hall 7s at the bottom. So a lot of the bottom guys probably aren't going to be able to do much against us. Definitely not 3-star. But they do have a lot of Town Hall 10s. Should be interesting to see. Most of them aren't that upgraded. Number 1 though. He's getting there. It's going to be difficult for a lot of our guys to hit these bases. Our designated Town Hall 10 hitter is not in the clan right now. He's off doing stuff in real life, but hoping for a fun war. It's not so much fun when you're mismatched, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't really checked out their higher guys' troop levels. We'll see. That brings our war streak to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're really hoping we can keep it going. All right, good job, everyone.